Next week on Coronation Street, beginning the 10th of August 2026, Sarah continues struggling in prison, especially when a rough-looking inmate begins giving her dirty looks. Sarah now fears she may be targeted, and she will later be seen with bruises on her face, indicating she may have gotten into a fight. Kit later visits Sarah in prison, where she makes the tough choice to break up with him, even though she still loves him. She worries that her legal troubles could put Kit's career as a police officer at risk and decides to cut things off. Kit is later seen getting drunk to drown his sorrows and is approached by Jody, who seems to be interested in him. I wonder if anything will happen between them. Also, Sarah will get an unwanted visitor in a jail cell, telling her that everyone knows her ex-boyfriend is a police officer, which puts another target on her head for potential danger. Tim asks Sally if his cousin Richie can stay with them for longer than originally planned, as he's having relationship troubles with his wife, but Sally seems skeptical and fears Richie might bring unwanted trouble to their door. Eventually, Sally asks him to leave, and Richie returns home to his wife. Tim realizes Richie left his wallet behind, so goes around to his house to return it. But when Richie opens the door, Tim notices bloodstains on his shirt. Tim enters the house and is shocked by what he sees, quickly calling the police. Lisa later goes to the Metcalf house, informing them that Richie has been arrested and charged for the murder of his wife Rachel, and his daughter Lucy is now being taken into care. Tim arranges plans for Lucy to move into their house, but the social worker warns them that she is struggling with intense grief and trauma after the recent events, and this anger later explodes as Lucy will be seen fighting with Lily in Victoria Garden. The altercation is only broken up when Jody intervenes. After missing an important legal deadline, Alia realizes she is juggling too many responsibilities and decides she is going to sell her share of Speed Dial. She reveals that the buyer will be an old friend of the family, and this frustrates Idris, who is keen on buying her shares and running it alongside Leanne. Later on, Nick and Toya try to warn Leanne that Idris isn't who she thinks he is and is actually a thug. They reveal that Idris threatened a potential buyer of Speed Dial into backing off so he could have a chance of buying it for himself. I wonder if Leanne will believe them. Also on Corrie next week, despite being dumped by Sarah, Kit continues to look after her son Harry while she's in prison. He gets him pizza but breaks the news that he won't be able to look after him next week and plans to book him into Little Big Shots for a whole week. Harry is furious after hearing this news and begins acting out, throwing his food all over the place. It seems that Harry is really missing his mother and is struggling with his emotions.